Hello, everyone. Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast, and I'm super excited to be finally doing this advanced review for Vanish #1 from Image Comics. This is a book from KLC Press, which is Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman's imprint. In this book, we follow Oliver Harrison, who is a mystical character who's laid the greatest threat to his realm before even hitting puberty, but that was then. So before we get more into this book, let's check out the creative team because I think it's really like I've been waiting to do this review for a long time. So Vanish #1 was created by Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman, with JP Mayer on inks, Sonia Oback on colors, and John J. Hill on letters. Uh, a lot of really cool covers that we'll see some of them towards the end of the video. And we also have a really cool surprise. So yeah, this is Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman's new book. I got this about a month ago to preview, and I just been waiting to do this advanced review for a long time. But in doing so, I got to read this a couple of times, so I really got to enjoy the book as I figured I would. I'm a big fan of both creators and really everyone involved uh, with this book. So as I mentioned, we have Oliver Harrison, who's laid the greatest threat to his realm, but now as an adult, Oliver leads an average cookie cutter suburban life. Aside from the fact that he's mentally unstable, massively paranoid, and smokes like a chimney, he also gets blackout drunk every night to hide from his horrific nightmares. Will the arrival of the superhero team called the Prestige prove the madness isn't all in Oliver's head? And what about all the epic fantasy stuff from his childhood? So yeah, that's what we're gonna find out in this book, as we see a brutal tale, for a brutal as hell tale of magical worlds, gifted youth, evil sorcerers, superheroes, war, blood, guts, death punches, and all that stuff right in the face, and of course a little bit of chains because we all love chains. So yeah, very excited to kind of talk to you guys about this book. Let's get into some preview art, and I'll just kind of keep talking through the book. So one of the first things immediately, like, I am a big fan of Ryan Stegman's art. But when I also really want to come in here, like the whole art team is just really firing on all cylinders for this debut issue. Like from the colors and the tone of the book, the lettering where we have this first page with some narration. It almost feels like just some kind of epic intro to a book. And here we go into this world that no one really knows what's going on, right? No, at this point, this is a full brand new story. We have Oliver here who's just thinking to himself, and now he's getting mugged. But who other than one of the superheroes from the Prestige comes to rescue him? It's Battle Rocket. And I love the concept of these superheroes and them really having there's a lot more to meets the eye. About these superheroes, and that's kind of what we see in these issues. Ryan Stegman is just really good at drawing like fights and just really intense confrontations. But one of the things I love the most is the way he draws his facial expressions, especially here, as you can see Battle Rocket figuring out who Oliver is and what's going on, and then before we can get any more into that world and into that fight, we flash back to the past, to this magical land, the Mistlands of Everkeep, and just look at all the detail that we have here. Like, I don't know where you even start when you're drawing something like this. Like it just, like I said, Ryan Stegman has been really killing it, and then the full team. I love, especially Oback's colors here. They're so different from what we saw in the previous pages that it just really changes the tone and leads you to be a fantastical land, not just like the creatures flying around, but this mix of like technology and magic in this realm that we will see a little bit more of. We're introduced to Baron Vanish, who is the threat that needed to be taken care of. Now, interestingly enough, I like that the book is named after the villain, or what we see or perceive to be the villain here, Vanish. Really, like, it's a really fun twist. And yeah, things don't go very well for this realm. All that beautiful scenery that we saw in the previous splash page is gone here in 2 pages, right? So just to prove you, this is the power of the Baron Vanish. So really fun stuff. We meet a young Oliver later on, and the story just kind of goes from there. And it's such a fun ride. There's a really cool twist that maybe some people saw coming. I didn't. and it kind of sets up this whole narrative that's going to be happening throughout this Vanish universe, which could be just this one self-contained book, or it could even expand now. Like, that's the cool thing about this book, that it has set up this whole thing where you could really expand a lot of these stories in this world, just from this one starting point. So this small seed can lead to just such a larger group of things. So overall, look, if you're a Ryan Stegman fan, if you're a Donny Cates fan, you probably already have this in your pull box. If you're looking for something new, something different, something that's outside of capes but still feels a little bit like that, this is definitely for you. I think you want to check this number one out. There's so many cool variants too that you can check out. I'll show you a little bit in the next few panels. And yeah, overall, like, everyone at Next Issue read this and we all loved it. We'll definitely talk more about this probably on our next live, and we'll keep covering this stuff. I'll also be doing a spoiler review where I'll get more deep into the actual story and go through more of the book. So stay tuned for that in the channel. So I do want to show you guys some of the cool covers, and I love the fact that they're doing these unfinished, uncolored covers. I just love the way this stuff looks. We have here the Ryan Stegman one, then in the middle, Greg Capullo, which I have pre-ordered. I should be getting the main covers here, which are these three, and then also one by Ed McGuinness, and then of course Daniel Warren Johnson at the end. Really, really fun stuff. Now, as a cool treat, I've asked a few of my friends and people that I know online that have read this book to send me some quick 30-second clip, or a small clip of what they think of this book. So you'll be seeing that now.
Hey guys, this is Collier Jennings. Most people know me as CJ, and I am here to talk about Vanish issue 1 from Image Comics. I love the work that Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman did on Venom, and they took it up to 11 with this one. If you love Inglourious Bastards, The Boys, The Books of Magic, it's like all those stirred into a pot and mixed with a generous helping of 90s ultra-violence. Magic, mayhem, really good story and art. Couldn't ask for more for a comic. If you want more of my comic book thoughts, check me on Twitter at CJ Writes Things, or check out my writing at But Why Though, a geeky community, and collect.
Absolute here. Vanish number 1 by Image Comics. You guys gotta read it as soon as it comes out, because firstly, Donny Cates, he proves that he is him. His writing's top notch and takes the Harry Potter world, spins it right on its head. Ryan Stegman, he keeps on improving. King in Black I thought was the peak, but he keeps proving me wrong. And I love the 90s Image Comics aesthetic and the feel of it. You definitely got to go read it as soon as it comes out. King Absolute out.
I just got done reading Vanish number 1 from KLC Press before release, and y'all, this book is wild. So many things happen in issue 1. Like, the world building feels like Donny is able to incorporate so much into it. It feels like you've read an entire novel's worth of information before it even starts. It's so well put together, and Ryan's art on every panel is just bringing it. You guys are going to want this book.
Hi everyone, I'm Ryan Michael, a voice actor, comic book lover, and more importantly for this video, subscriber to KLC Press since the beginning. My friend Danny asked me to drop a video with my spoiler-free thoughts on Vanish. It has a gritty yet vibrant style that shows what Ryan Stegman can do when he doesn't have to answer to anyone. It's a perfect harmony of showing his influences while also truly defining the Stegman style and taking his art to the next level. Both he and writer Donny Cates have created a world full of intrigue. Every character design shown has made me long to find out more about them. They just look so cool. Every cover I've seen makes me want to own it and read it immediately. So far I've seen superheroes, wizards, dragons, barbarians, and probably more I shouldn't say. And yes, it's violent. I think one thing you can now expect from Donny Cates is the unexpected. After reading his recent Hulk run, an established IP, I could say I'm scared of what evil schemes he has cooked up for a comic book he not only created but also owns. I find the way Donny switches gears engaging. You can go from a monologue about the meaning of life 1 minute to watching a 10-story monster get destroyed the next. I love it. So go subscribe to KLC, press.substack, and pick up Vanish on the 21st. Thanks.
Well, that was really great. It was really great. Thank you for everyone that sent in a video. We really appreciate that. It's really fun. We never done something like that, but I think, like I said, I was really excited about this book, so I'm really glad to get to share that everyone's excitement with the world that watches this video. So, as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned because we have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. As I mentioned earlier, we'll be talking more about Vanish, including a separate video for spoilers, and we'll definitely be following the series all along the way. So let us know what you thought of the series in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to keep up with the coverage, and thank you for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.